man. Welcome to the live stream. My goodness. My name is Mike Bifulco. I am technical director for the Gymnasium. I just did probably 45 minutes-ish of live streaming to my empty home because I never hit start on the stream. So let me tell you, y'all just missed the best like 30 to 35 to 45 minutes of live coding I've ever done, and I will never be able to repeat it again. So bummer, right? Man, that really sucks. This is, I've got to be honest, honest mistake. I just didn't hit start, but now a lot of things make sense. For example, Justin, I was saying hi before, and I thought you were just couldn't hear me for some reason. But now I'm on and I'm streaming, and we can do the thing. I'm continuing work from last week. What I went and did is I went and created a content type for gym shorts. I started, well, I basically did all the plumbing to get the gym short connected up to our Gatsby site and rebuilt the thing, and now we have a space on this page for full courses, one for gym shorts, and so on, which is lovely. And now basically I only have a couple little things to do to get this thing to work as expected. I am massively bummed out that I messed that up so badly, because that was a reasonably good bit of coding, but we're here now. Let's make the best of it, my people. So the things we're going to do right now, we're going to get colored bulleted discs, whatever, to show up in this list. For each list item, we're going to increase the spacing between full courses and gym shorts. So in other words, the spacing at the bottom of each course list, and commit some code and open a pull request and do all those things. Oh, I feel so deflated that I just did all that for an empty room. It's okay. It'll get better. Thank you, as always, to our wonderful, my teammate Kier, who is often the smartest person in the room and also keeps on top of me for my absent-mindedness. Thanks for the reminder to hit start on the stream. Here we are. All right, let's work on the bulleted lists. So here, how do we do that? Well, we'll go into our course list item. We will. Well, yeah, we'll do a couple of things, actually. We can do two birds, one stone kind of deal here. So we're going to open up the CSS module for the course list. We will bring this over here. We will increase the joints on the bottom. We want to give this some space, so we're going to do margin bottom 5 rems, and that should increase the gap between these lists here. Yeah, that's much better. Cool. So now these look like separate bits of content. I'm even going to go with 7. Why not? Yeah, that might be a bit much. 6. Yeah, 5 was good. All right. So now we want to do these discs. So we're going to do that by opening up one course summary list item and figuring out where the actual lists are. That would be these here, and we're gonna mock the style rules from the site right now. So we can close this. Oh, I guess we're using the same one. Courselist.module.css. Okay, so in here, please. Thank you. We're going to add an entry for .courseContainer TD, which I believe they're both dictionary definitions. Yep. Okay. Let's see, and we'll take a look at how they're done on the production site. I'm actually, this is probably one of the semantic HTML things I work with the least, so I don't really know what properties I'm even looking for here. Oh, it is just like a list item. Got it. That's easy enough. And so we can get that all in order. and pop back over here. Whee! Does that work? Great. There is some alignment changes necessary here. That, of course, is not in an array. Spectaculous. Oh wait, that's the production site. Okay, so we got some adjusting to do. But truly not a ton. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna adjust the line spacing on these down a bit. Maybe the gap above them down. Get rid of that top margin. Get rid of the bottom margin, maybe? Left margin is good. We're going to look at the DD margin. How's that? A little better? I reckon so. Okay, now we've got our two course types. We've got these lists. Oh, I need to do that. What is that? What is that? DT. DT, interesting. What do we think DT stands for? Dictionary title, possibly. Make sure to use all of our color variables. And we get the font family there, Gym. I think it's called font stack. Gym font stack. Font stack. Save it. Looks like I'm missing a font weight here. So we will go into our Gatsby config where we import that font. And add a font weight. Oh my gosh, not enough screen real estate here. Huh. It's possible that that is not included in the font kit. Sorry, we can work on that. Yeah, cool. All right, we're not going to worry about the font weight at the moment. I will go and edit that in our font kit after the fact. Yeah, it looks like it's missing all around, because this should be heavier too, and they're not. Yeah, okay, so content-wise, that's all there. You know what, let's decrease this space a bit. That is the, okay. Of course, summary list item has an H1, header H1, let's see. Okay, we're gonna stick with 0 for now. I have a feeling that might change. Just a little bit of breathing room there feels nice, but we can. Looks like this font size might need to shrink and all kinds of stuff. We can get to the tweaking later on. Okay, well, I think that about handles the, and this gap looks too big to my eye now. I think that nearly handles the courses page, which is good. We haven't plumbed through the Take 5 stuff, and in fact what I should do is render nothing on the course list if there are no courses. And the way I would do that is by saying put all these things in here, and we will say take 5s and take 5s dot items and size of take 5s dot items greater than 0, and oops, and render this section. Won't be a problem for the other ones because we know we already have content there. That should disappear. Size, let's see. Yeah, great. Okay. So that's all coming together. I could put similar protections in for the other ones, but there's not really any point because that content's already there. Lovely. Okay. And I should do the same here. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to do this way we can say and take 5s and render that. We'll do the same thing here. Great. So those will appear once content is there for them. And I'm good with that. So I've done much of the work there, but not all. But now this page is presentable, so if for some reason we had to deploy it today, this would be a functional thing. Now we should commit this code. So we're going to say add gym shorts to courses list. We'll commit that. Yeah, we'll push it. Decentralize my changes. Why not? Okay, so now we can start talking about the homepage experience. And a few other things, actually. There's a good handful of things here that I want to get done. Let's do the favicon. Favicon? Whatever. That is in Gatsby config. There is a reference to the icon in here. That might not be true. But there's, of course, an icon on here. Under source images. This we shouldn't use anymore. Gatsby, Astro. Is this used anywhere? Placeholder image. Okay, well, that should go, but that's okay for now. Gatsby icon. So wherever this is referenced is where we're pulling our icon from. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab my Gymnasium icon from the repo that we're currently using for the site. So pardon me while I go and surf my machine and grab that. Source themes. No. Gymnasium. Okay, and we're going to grab favicon, and drop it into images. So, realize I'm on my other screen right now. It's just a little easier. Bear with me a minute. Okay. I think that'll do it. And I can get rid of this guy. And restart the process. Oh, looks like it did that for me. Actually, I don't know if that's true. We're going to restart the thing. Input file contains unsupported image format. Okay, I have another solution. Bear with me. Didn't like that. I mean, who could blame them? That's a very old file format. Okay. We'll try something different for our icon. We might change this later on. Source, images, paste, .png. Instead, this is going to be horrifically bad to look at in its smallest format, but somewhere to start from. Actually, Justin, this might be an interesting task to take on at some point, but we need a new icon. The Aquint A doesn't really convey what we're doing anyway, but something Jimmy, perhaps. Yeah, so right now I've got, how do I do this? That's not it. I didn't know you could do that. A very small Gymnasium logo in there, which is obviously not ideal, but it's at least not the purple Gatsby alien. Switch to our favicon. Commit. Push that change. And what we should start doing is working on the home page. I suddenly wish I didn't switch off of darn. So what's challenging is while I'm streaming, Gymnasium shows my stream on screen. So we're going to get rid of that, but this might really freeze my computer for a minute here. Oh God. Okay, we can do it. Go team. It's gone. Oh, incidentally, check this out, which I found today on Twitter. Document.design mode equals true. Lets you edit the page. Is that true? Is it a function? Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. Now I can type on the page. I didn't know this was a thing in browsers, and I really like it. Which will make for lots of cynical and funny captioning in the future. But it's also a good way to test, like, hey, if this were in German, this might be really long, and see what that would look like. Kind of cool. You can, of course, also do that in the elements bit here, but just clicking and typing is perhaps easier. So you can come down here and say how Gymnasium works, and it'll go and edit it. But nonetheless, pretty cool. Funny that it's on, off, and not true, false. But whatever. And now this thing should be back to normal. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put it back on so I can get rid of this nonsense that I added. And then shut it off. Just a cool trick. Alright, so. Look at that. It even highlights typos, funny enough. Weird. Okay. Back to business here. So let's build out. Well, we only have 2 courses, but we could start to do the featured courses thing. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. In fact, I even started to do that. Yeah, we can finish this up. Make these guys look a lot nicer. Ah, man, I feel so bad that I was talking to an empty room for a while. I suppose my cat probably enjoyed it, but he's not much for the dexterity required to learn the code. So I beg forgiveness. All right, let's look at that home page and see what's going on there now. This Zoom seems like it's out of control. All right, we're going to go to Pages and Index, which should be the home page. it is, we have this hello and test. Oops. Hello and test we can get rid of. Don't need that. I believe I may have created a featured course, upcoming course. No. I actually don't have a featured courses thing here yet. That's okay. So let's see where this is coming from right now. Courses.items.map. So that's just would be all of my courses. Well, honestly, that's okay. We can work with that for the time being, until such a time as we get a featured course flag added, which will be easy enough to do. We might actually just do that with a content type too. Unclear, uncertain, but we got to start somewhere. We could start with this. This is all micro copy on the top, which we've done. Yeah, we can do that. So let's start with that. So we got this container here. We want a section ID equals how Gymnasium works. This is going to have a micro copy. Title equals home page how Gymnasium works. Title. We really don't have to do that for everything. In fact, this has literally never changed. And I'm okay with having to update this page for that. I should really probably come up with some kind of a heuristic for when I use microcopy and not. But haven't yet. We'll get there. So we know we've got a header. In fact, I can use the inspector view on here to look at how all this content is structured, which I should. We've got an H1 header inside of a container with a header instead of a section. I like that too. And we can give it a class name. That, which should center the text. Yep. And we will even do one of those. This has a very interesting before set before it. Was it the after? How do we do that? H1, it's the H1 before. Okay. So cool. Justin, being the absolute wizard of CSS that he is, set this up for us. Yeah, cool as hell. All right. So this is on the H1 before, which we can do. I'm just going to copy all this. Header tab, H1 before. All this goodness in here. Let's see what that got me. Each one probably has something in here. We're gonna have to do some adjusting. Oops. Okay. There is a lot at play here. Okay, we need to mess with this before. Justin with the Favicon update. Is there any chance you can get me that icon in PNG format? Gatsby's not super happy with the old ICO. Meanwhile, let's figure out what's going on here. That's too small. That's more like it. What's going on here? Before we've got an inline block, we've got all the things set, border left, border right. Width, height, padding. Let's just make it show up a bit here. Huh. I'm going to update the icon quickly from what Justin just sent. Gymnasium, gym front end, source, images, save. Okay, a little better. Great, look at that. Nice. Okay. Justin, you and I may need to work together to figure out how to get this styling working for the tabs. I am afraid I am not well versed enough in what the heck is going on here to make this work. And that's okay. Yeah, weird that I don't see it. Who knows? Okay, I'm not gonna let that bug me for now. Yeah, maybe we can hop on a call later in the week and work on this together. Not worth fussing over for the next however long on stream. We'll work on this stuff. Oh, and this brings me to a thought I had the other day that I might go back and forth on a bit. So when we did our microcopy stuff, all of our microcopy was set up as a single line body, right? No, awesome. Okay, awesome. I'm way ahead of myself here. That's great. So we're just gonna add some microcopy here. So we'll do a new one. How it works, free online courses. First entry in how it works on homepage. How it works, 1. There we go. We can do it that way, and then this is going to say free online courses, and then our courses are taught by industry experts. Do how it works too. In the body, we will put this stuff. Save. New one, how it works 3. I'm not tying these strongly to the text inside of them because this might change one day. No sense in having to go update 2 things to be able to do that. Save. We might have to go back and fix this first one. I'm gonna do that. How it works 4. Last, how it works entry. The body shall be lifelong learning. Great, we'll get those into place. I'm going to go and restart my Gatsby process. So that those are available to me, and then on the home page I'm going to add some microcopy in the structure that we need. So this is split up into a section with a row and a handful of divs. Easy, easy, easy. go. Those are centered, which is a nightmare. But we can fix that. Oh, that's because something up here is text center. Ugh. Oops. No, they're not uppercase, are they? Looking for 999. Wait. Well. Gray. Dark gray is 4. Light gray is A. Oh, yeah, we'll just go with Gym Gray for now. It's too dark. Alright, well. Font size needs a little bump. Okay, that will do for now. We gotta figure out the header stuff, but that's all the copy there. Next would be the section break for featured courses, which is good. We might even get down to as seen in today. Oh, actually, it is later than I thought. Okay. Boy. So we're getting close here. we're going to do this featured courses header. And we might even do featured courses as a component of its own, because this index is going to get big. Yeah, I think I will. So we're going to do how it works. I'm just going to make a lot of this stuff split out into its own sections, because I will be thankful for this later on. Do that. We will go to this, and I'm just going to grab, honestly, all of this. Yeah. Okay. It's just like the home page. It sure does. In here, in here, we're going to export how it works. What's going on here? Wake up. Okay, on my home page, this now gets how it works. With a little bit of luck. Oh no, I of course didn't export this. What did that say? Cannot. Okay. Now we need to go into my home pages CSS modules and grab all that janks that I just did. Nope, not upcoming course. Pages, home page module CSS. We're going to grab all of this, how it works stuff. All of this, honestly. The header tab stuff will be moved into a component. And it will go in here, save. Great. So now you can see that the home page is hopefully going to get a little more straightforward. We'll have how it works. We're going to make a featured courses component. We're basically going to make a component for each one of these guys. We'll have how it works. We'll have featured courses. We'll have find work as seen in, and move on from there. So next we're going to do featured courses. So we'll do Yeah, that's fine. We'll do, nope, not a folder, a file called featured course section.js. Import React from React. Const featured course section. Copy that. Oops. Copy. Import prop types from prop types. We're going to give this a courses, and we'll say featured course section dot prop types equals courses prop types dot array of those. This is going to be a that kind of guy, and you'll simply do like so. On my home page, I will say great. Let's see what we've broken. Ooh, something's very unhappy. Oh, yes. Okay, I need to export it here. Do it like that. No, something's still unhappy. Classes is not defined. I'm already not feeling great about putting these two in the same folder, so I think we're going to change that. There we go. Okay. Can I read property items of undefined? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, we need to pass some courses in. All right. And we're getting back to where we were. You can already see that this homepage is getting easier to understand. We have split out some of the behavior so that featured courses are in charge of how featured courses look, and how it works will be in charge of how it works looks. We can put in a placeholder for find work. We can put in a placeholder for as seen in. All of these will be, oops. So eventually this page will look like, oh, view all courses should certainly go into featured courses. May be the case that we're not actually using row in here right now. If we're not using that, we're not using this. And okay, let's stub out the other sections. Find work and as seen in. Making some stubs to make life easier for myself. Oy. All right. Did I break it? Oh yeah. Featured courses section. Components find work. Cool. Now we've got find work and as seen in, which will fill in somewhere along the line. What else? What else? What else? What else? Ah, I do want to break this into its own folder. We're going to pull this into here. Yep. And this into here. Yep. And that. And here. Save that. And then we're going to go to components. index.js. And we're going to say that there. Okay, so now we're set up to start building out the home page. We have got a home page component, which looks pretty much like what this looks like. So how it works: featured courses, find work as seen in. Great, we've got all the sections built out into separate components. We have the sections well defined. All those things exist. I'm going to commit all those. Stub. We've done some CSS work. We've removed a lot of CSS from the home page and started to split things out into reasonable, separate concerns, whatever you want to call them. And so from here, what we can do is start worrying about how we're going to treat featured courses. So we've done it in a way such that all we have to do is supply some courses to this component, and we will feed them into a featured course listing. So however they get to this component doesn't really matter. And we can feature courses in whatever way makes sense to us. We have to do all the layout logic for this still, obviously. After that, we can do as seen in, will probably be super easy. These will come from take shape so that we can add these on a whim. We might use CSS grid for that, or Flexbox, whatever, something interesting. And this page is going to start to fall into place very quickly. And then at that point, we've got the home page, we've got the courses page, and we'll start moving into course detail pages like the syllabus page and the about page for these courses. And then we'll iron out the navigation and pretty quickly be in a place where we have the majority of the difficult content done. There's a lot of these static pages which I have to go through and do, and they're like generally pretty easy, just importing content from some place. So I'm going to end my stream for the day here. I'm sorry I didn't start broadcasting for a half an hour. We still got quite a bit done, or I still got quite a bit done, and then we did together, but I made the mistake early on. I'm sorry about that. I'll be back same time next week. We'll do more of this stuff, until then, I will catch you in a week. Everyone take care. Adios.